Welcome back, everybody, to Everybody's Got a Podcast. I am your host, T-Dot. Let's just hop right on into it. So, I had a different episode in mind this week, but because of recent news that came out of Virginia at, I believe it's Charlottesville, it's just so disheartening, you know? It's one of those things that you don't want to hear because of how sad it is. And the worst part about it is all those people that out of all those people that he was trying to hurt, the person that got killed was presumably a white girl by the name of Heather Heyer. And I send my condolences to her family and her friends for some idiot who decides that he's just going to take his car and plow through a crowd. All because he is misguided in his beliefs that, oh, another race is coming to take my job. Another race is coming to wipe me out, which is far from the truth. No race is here to wipe you out. We are here trying to coexist, and we eat the same resource. We need the same resources you do. I mean, it's just ridiculous how people can get this mindset and have that mindset be fueled by other people, where they go to the extreme and they're extremists. They go to the extreme to try and cause other people harm because they believe something different than you. This will be a shit world if everybody just went out and did whatever they wanted to do because somebody didn't believe in the same thing you believed in. If I went around doing that shit, I'd be in jail, which that guy is, but a lot more people would be in jail. We'd have half the population in jail if they just acted on or, beat up somebody or responded to a different belief in violence. If somebody responds to something they don't like to hear in violence, they will be in jail. A lot of people wouldn't be employed because it's a lot of employers that I didn't like, that I didn't agree with, that I had different beliefs in. And I don't go around hitting them or try to hit them with my car or cause them bodily harm. I just say, hey, all right, that's what you believe. This is what I believed, or this is how I was raised. And it's okay to disagree. And that's like my biggest statement is it's okay to disagree. It is completely okay. Nobody is going to do anything or should do anything to you because you have a difference of opinion, because you have a different set of beliefs. And then my biggest thing with this tragedy, and not necessarily the tragedy itself, with the media and how it's reporting it, is that they're reporting this shit like, oh, these white nationalists, these white patriots. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Why are you calling these people patriots and nationalists? Call them what they are. They're fucking racist, or call them a fucking Klans member, or call them a fucking white supremacist. That's what they are. Stop sugarcoating the shit. It is what it is. Because the moment, and I hate to compare it, but the moment a black person does it, guess what? They're a thug. They're a criminal. They're a heathen. They're a hooligan. They're this, they're that. They're like, oh, you know what? He's a black nationalist. The fuck out of here with that shit. Not once will you hear the media say some shit like that. Oh, he's a black nationalist. He believes in his rights in his country, and that he should be able to do X, Y, and Z here. No. What they do, they immediately go to bringing up the past and what he posted on social media, which everybody has posted something that they are not proud of on social media, because most of the time when people first get on social media, they don't understand the power it has and the consequences that come with posting certain stuff or posting certain statements. They don't know how it's going to affect them or come back to haunt them in the future. So of course, a lot of people don't understand how it works when they first get on there, and they're going to make mistakes. As you do with anything in life, you make mistakes. But let's not vilify people for making mistakes about posting something that was cool in the moment or that they thought was cool, because we've all been victim of peer pressure. So peer pressure pushes us to do a lot of this stuff. Like, a lot of people start taking pictures of their food on social media. So guess what? Your peers are doing that. You know what? I'm gonna do it too. You know, your peers are posting this or posting that. You're gonna tend to do it too, because you're in that age range, you're in that generation, and that's what they do. So just because you make a mistake doesn't mean you have to fucking get vilified for it years down the line like you're that same person. People act, and I swear I hate this shit to death. People swear up and down that no one can change, that no one can become someone else, that we can't evolve. That's what humans do. We evolve. We have evolved over time. And that's plain and simple evolution. It's right there in the history books. Evolution. We've evolved over time. Language has evolved over time. Thoughts have evolved over time. Our bodies have evolved over time. So why the hell do you think I'm going to be the same person I was when I was a kid, or the same person I was as a teenager, or the same person I was as a young adult compared to being an adult? It's like, come on now. We can all change. We all make mistakes. Nobody in this world is perfect. Not one of us. So yeah, that's my biggest gripe with the fucking media, is how they portray these people, how they label these people as, oh, you know, they're just harmless kids. When it comes to white people, they're just harmless kids that don't know what they're doing, or misguided, or, you know, whatever you want to call it. But the line has been crossed as far as painting these perfect pictures. When you paint a perfect picture of somebody who's being legitimately racist, you call them a white nationalist, to give them the softest term out there, to make them not look as bad as what they did or what they are. Shit is infuriating. That's that semantic shit. That's that shit that, oh, you know what? Instead of me calling him a murderer, I'll just call him a fucking guy who accidentally killed someone. You know, you making light of the situation. You trying to downplay the shit that happened. So, you know, I wanted this episode to be a more lighthearted one. I was planning on it, but then these events literally took over my timeline, and most of the time I don't even read half these stories, because that shit only enrages me and it makes me upset. And I'm like, I've seen way too many of these stories in the past, and they're all similar, just or if not the same, just with different people involved. You know, and that's all it is. And for me to sit down and go through everybody's timeline or go through every story that's written about him through whichever news outlet I decide to go through, but I couldn't do it. And the main reason I couldn't do it is because, one, it shit is disheartening just to even read that kind of stuff. But two, and which is the main point, is you're fucking calling this person, you're giving him the benefit of the doubt. You're giving them the benefit of the doubt. You're calling them white nationalists. The term is just glosses over what they even stand for. That shit is so annoying. So I hope the media gets their act together. I'm really upset with how they portray, these races in a good light, so to speak. And that shit just needs to change. And that dude should be really ashamed of himself because he fucking killed a member of his own race. And it's like, dude, you going against your own code of white supremacy. Protect your race. How you gonna protect them if you running them over in the streets? So that being said, I hope he gets everything that he got coming to him. And again, my condolences to her family and friends. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.